This is actually a question I get a lot, or at least like forms of this question. Basically, when people find out that I work on cruise ships as a magician, I get a lot of questions of like, what do you actually have to pay for? My travel to get to the ships is included. So all cruise lines will cover flights, most of them will cover like checked baggage, most will cover like taxis to and from the airport, things like that. And say I get there a day early or I can't leave until a day later, most of the time they'll cover my hotel as well. And once I'm on the ship, my room is included as well. The rest of it can vary from cruise line to cruise line. So a good general rule of thumb is that if a paying guest would pay for it on board, so do I. So if guests have to pay for drinks or specialty restaurants or things like that, I also would have to pay for those services. If it's truly an all-inclusive cruise where everything is included, even the fancy meals and the drinks, that is also included for me as well. But because I'm basically a contracted employee, most of the time those services for me are discounted in some way. For example, I might get a percentage off of drinks or food in some of the specialty restaurants. Depending on the line, I also get discounts on things like laundry services, which, considering that sometimes I or other guest entertainers go from ship to ship to ship to ship, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Also, depending on the line, we might also get discounts on things like the spa. So if you want like a haircut or a massage or something like that, we would pay a reduced rate. But that rate will vary depending on the situation the ship is in. For example, my discount might be less or more if we are in port or not. But part of my compensation as the entertainer isn't just the paycheck, it's also all the costs to get to the ship and be on the ship. If I want the perks, I have to pay for them. That being said, some of the perks on these ships, like the meals especially, are phenomenal, and they are worth every penny.